Test, test. A very pleasant good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Talon Field on the campus of Trinity College of Jacksonville for NCCAA Division II Women's Soccer, a South Region contest featuring the Bruins of Bob Jones University and your home team, Trinity College of Jacksonville Eagles. As always, we ask for an exciting matchup, but first we ask you to please stand for prayer and national anthem. Let us pray. Lord Heavenly Father, as always, we praise you for this glorious Saturday afternoon, Lord, and the talents you've given these young ladies. We ask that you keep them free from all harm and injury on the field. Every word, action, and deed by players, coaches, and spectators be glorifying to you. Help us, Father, just remember to worship you, our Lord and Savior. Bless the Bruins as they travel home. Give them safety around their bus, Father, and let us enjoy this beautiful weekend. In your name we pray. Amen. And now let's meet the starters for this afternoon's contest. First, for the visiting Bruins of Bob Jones University, number 0, goalkeeper Callie Jackson. Number 7, Abby Arrowwood. Number 8, Reagan Tierney. Number 9, Estrella Cruz. Number 1, Haley Shaw. Number 13, Ellie Cummings. Number 14, Julia Hartzler. Number 21, Lydia Howell. Number 28, Shannon Miller. Number 30, Francesca Aronick. Number 32, Amelia Peters. And head coach, Dr. Chris Carmichael. And now, the home team starters for the Trinity College of Jacksonville Eagles. A freshman from Kerrville, Texas, number 2, Taylor McCrory. A sophomore from Jacksonville, Florida, number 5, Ayla Buckley. A freshman from St. Augustine, Florida, number 6, Callie Robinson. A sophomore from Hampton, Georgia, number 7, Aubrey Settle. A senior from Keystone Heights, Florida, number 9, Kira Goodwin. A senior from Alachua, Florida, number 11, Lucy Reif. A junior from Richland Center, Wisconsin, number 13, Shayla Mendonca. A freshman from Brownsville, Texas, number 15, Camila Lopez. A junior from Spring Hill, Florida, number 18, Alyssa Lechuga. A freshman from Coral Springs, Florida, number 19, Gina Beto. And in goal, a freshman from Coral Springs, Florida, number 1, Katiana Grace. Head coach, Alexa Pittman. And assistant coach, Brenner Pittman. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us here on the TCJ Eagles Sports Network as we're ready for the final regular season home game here at Talon Field, men's or women's. It's senior day here at Talon Field, and at halftime, we will honor the seniors on the Trinity College roster. Right now, it's South Region matchup time. Bob Jones is 3-7-5 overall, 2 wins, no losses in the South Region. They played last night at NCAA Edward Waters University. Edward Waters won that matchup 3-1. Bob Jones is averaging 1 goal per game, taking 8.3 shots per game. 59% of their shots are on goal, and 11% have been successful. These two teams met in Greenville, South Carolina on October 11th. The Bruins won that matchup 2-0. Francesca Arodnik and Ellie Cummings scored the goals for the Bruins. Trinity College is 5-4-2 this season. They are 1-1-1 in NCAA Division II South Region record. They defeated Toccoa Falls in North Georgia, tied Toccoa Falls here last week, and that 2-0 loss to Bob Jones on October 11th. That last game was the 2-2 tie against Toccoa Falls last Saturday. The Eagles averaged 1.8 goals per game, 11.4 shots per game. 52% of their shots have been on goal, and 15% have scored. The updated NCCAA Division II women's soccer rankings are as follows. Southwestern Adventist is number 1. Bob Jones, our visitor today, number 2. Great Lakes Christian, number 3. The Eagles of right here, Trinity College of Jacksonville, are number 4, and Grace Christian University is number 5. Both these teams have an excellent chance at playing in the national championship tournament. Of course, each one looking to win the South Region. That tournament will take place at Toccoa Falls not too long from now, but both teams have a very good chance at playing in the national tournament. We are ready for the kickoff. Amelia Peters gets ready to put this ball in play and get our match underway. Meanwhile, we give a shout out to Trenton Goldsmith, the fantastic SID of Bob Jones University. He is a phenomenal SID. He and I always have terrific communication. We give each other shout outs, and we're happy to do so. The athletic director is Dr. Denny Scott. Dr. Chris Carmichael is the head coach of Bob Jones women's soccer. He's assisted by Anna Grace Abrams, Mia Marks, and Julia Weigel, 3 former players of Dr. Carmichael's. We are underway with the Bruins going from the left to the right, wearing their navy blues with the light blue stripes and the white numbers, and Trinity in the home whites with the blue numbers going from the right to the left on an absolutely gorgeous Saturday afternoon. Temperatures in the high 70s, winds blowing left to right across your screen at about 12 to 15 miles per hour, and those winds have been pretty steady. Bruins get it quickly up the pitch. Our Rednick sends this one into the middle, where it's met up with some Eagles defenders, knocked out of the way, and then cleared by Gina Beto back towards midfield. Callie Robinson signs Rusi Reif right in the middle of the field. Robinson had a goal and an assist against Toccoa Falls last Saturday. Abigail Mendoza scored Trinity's first goal. Jenny Jeffries tied it up for Toccoa Falls with under a minute left to play, and then the game ended in a 2-2 tie. Trinity now looking to advance. Bob Jones held Trinity in check to just a few shots up in Greenville, and Trinity's defense held Bob Jones to around 10 shots total. So both defenses played excellently, and both have been playing very well all season long. Bruins 3-7-5, 5 ties. Ties are not unusual, but that many, they certainly are. My voice is a little cracked. I was doing some Trinity Christian football last night, still trying to recover from that. Conquerors a 48-0 win as they're getting ready to end the season and start the playoffs. Bruins at midfield. Right in front of us is Julia Hartzler, who has a goal and an assist this season, and she sends it up the pitch, but it's cleared out of bounds by Aubrey Settle. Eli Cummings was the intended recipient of that pass. She has 1 goal this season, and Cummings scored that goal against Trinity on October 11th. We know that there is some post in the way. That's because of the position of the sun, and as that sun moves more behind us, we'll be able to adjust the position of the camera and eventually get all that off the screen. So we do appreciate your patience as you see that comment already written there. We have our first corner kick. Got a little bit of adjustment we need to make as the Bruins send this one up the pitch. I just had to make a little bit of an adjustment, and now we are back. Everything is ready. That's Kira Goodwin finding Shayla Mendonca. Eagles send it back to the defensive side. Katiana Grace is in goal for Trinity. 672 minutes entering play today. She has allowed 14 goals, and she has saved 50. Taylor McCrory, the other goalkeeper who gets many minutes for Coach Pittman, 303 to be exact, 4 goals allowed and 24 saves as the Eagles try to get it up the right side, but they are denied by the very stingy Bob Jones defense. There goes a Rednick up the left side, trying to get around Shayla Mendonca. She's in the box, she takes the shot, and she scores. Francesca Rednick, her 7th goal of the season, and Bob Jones leads 1-0. Unassisted goal, but it is on the board. Again, her 7th goal of the season. She had one against Trinity on October 11th, and the Eagles are playing from behind. And that one's going to roll out of bounds. Bob Jones already leading 1-0. That goal came very early, just a moment ago, really, as they send it to the near sideline. With possession is Julia Hartzler. 1 goal, 1 assist. Bob Jones just scored their 15th goal of the season. Already leading 1-0, and up the left side go the Bruins once again, trying to get into scoring position, but the defense knocks it back to Katiana Grace. In goal for the Bruins, number 0, Callie Jackson. She has played 90 minutes. She has allowed 3 goals, and she has saved 2 this season. Margaret Cummings, the normal goalkeeper, unavailable for today, so it is Callie Jackson. Caroline Rowland also plays many minutes for the Bruins in the net as well. That ball is out of bounds, and we have ourselves a whistle before the throw-in. And it's just to make sure we have the correct team throwing the ball in. It is the Bruins. Reif trying to come away with the steal. She's able to do so. And the Eagles send it back to Katiana Grace. Big boot back towards midfield. And a header toward the far sideline where the bleachers are, and it goes out of bounds off Kate Myers. And a throw-in for Trinity. Mendonca comes up from the backfield to take the throw-in. Settle looking for Lopez, but the pass intercepted. Now on the move. This is Miley Shaw getting inside the box. Buckley trying to get on top of her. Buckley's able to change the shot, but then a goal scored by Amelia Peters. And for Peters, that is her first goal of the season, with the assist coming from Miley Shaw. And so it is 2-0 in favor of the Bruins. They have come here to play, and they have already put 2 on the board in just the first few minutes. So 2-0. Trinity playing from behind. They held Bob Jones to 2 goals the entire game on October 11th. Bob Jones not settling for 2. They're looking for more. They have had the better ball control since the opening whistle as well. Battle for the ball near midfield. And this one won by Buckley. Now, Ayla Buckley was able to thwart the original shot attempt, but then the pass from Miley Shaw, that went to Amelia Peters, who scored the goal. And a loose ball up the left side and cleared out of bounds. That's going to be a Trinity throw-in. For a moment, it looked like a Redneck was about to make another move. Sideline and out of bounds for a Bob Jones throw-in. And cleared away by Mendonca. Bob Jones doing some throw-ins to advance up the pitch. Long throw in. This one goes to Shayla Mendonca. She's able to knock it outside the box. And this one goes out of bounds off the Bruins for a Trinity throw in. Callie Robinson with the throw in. 2 goals this season, one of those against Toccoa last week. Settle looking for Kira Goodwin. Pass a little out of Goodwin's reach. She is able to recover and beat Cummings to the ball, however, and now a battle at midfield. That's Ellie Cummings. They also have a Margaret Cummings, who is one of their goalkeepers. Bruins come away with possession, send the ball to the far sideline. Tell you, we couldn't have asked for nicer weather out here. High 70s, bright blue skies, sunshine, no chance of rain, nice breeze. Only thing wrong right now is a score. Lopez able to get to the ball first ahead of Miley Shaw, but Shaw pins her toward the sideline. Now a battle again for the ball at the near sideline. Lopez, wearing number 15, 2 goals, 3 assists. The Eagles' leading scorer, Lucy Reif, with 6 goals. Francesca Rednick is the leading scorer. She got her 7th of the season earlier, just soon after the game started. Reif trying to get around the defense. Instead, she's looking for Callie Robinson inside the box, but it is cleared away. And Aubrey Settle will head it back up towards Robinson. Taylor McCrory in on the mix as well, but the Brewers come away with possession. Bruins will back it up, look for another opportunity to advance to the offensive side of the field. Up the left side goes a Rednick. She's getting into the box, ready to shoot, and she fires a hard shot right at Katiana Grace for the save. So it is a shot on goal for a Rednick, and save number 1 for Katiana Grace. Lucy Rife unable to get to the ball first. Bruins back on defense. This is Julia Hartzler sending it back to the goalkeeper. Pass sent up to Cummings. And Cummings looking for Shaw. Grace comes out of the penalty box to keep Shaw away from the ball, then hustles back to get in case the Bruins are able to get inside the box and fire off a shot. Ball rolls out of bounds. That allows both offense and defense to move up into position. Buckley will send it out of bounds to the side, and the Bruins will have another throw in. The ball out of bounds, and Trinity will have a throw in here on the near sideline. Towards Mendonca. And one high bounder back towards midfield and into the possession of Abby Arrowwood. Tonight, senior night for Eagles volleyball as well. We'll be in the gymnasium as Trinity College of Jacksonville takes on Trinity College of Florida, 6 p.m., and we'll have it for you right here on the live feed. Hustling up the pitch, Shannon Miller, whom we've seen many times, to a Rednick. Trying to get it back inside to Miller, and it's cleared away. Aubrey Settle was able to knock it away, and then Goodwin tried to get it back towards midfield. And a ball rolling toward the corner, stays in play, and then cleared out of bounds. It will be a Bob Jones throw-in. The ball crossed the line much further up than it appeared from the camera shot. So credit Settle and Goodwin for getting back, helping out the keeper, and keeping Shannon Miller from firing off a shot. Seen Shannon Miller and several of these Bruins here on this field many times. That's Miller trying to get around Taylor McCrory, but backs it up to the defensive side. Abby Arrowwood inside the circle. Now she'll come up, as you see right now, when called upon to do so. And a pass towards Miller. Grace comes out of the box, boots it back towards midfield. Mendonca had it controlled. The ball got away. And again, Kathiana Grace will keep it on the ground and use her feet. Alyssa Lechuga, one of the best defenders in the South region and in all of NCCAA Division II. She wears number 18 for Trinity College. Made the All-South region last year. Throw in for the Eagles as they try to get it up towards midfield, and they'll have another one go their way. Ito will throw it in to Buckley. Lechuga coming up from the backfield. Tried to get the pass off, but it got away. A Rednick again, the left side in the box now. The shot fired. It hits off Lopez. That is a shot attempt for Amelia Peters, but it is blocked by Camila Lopez. It will be a corner kick for Bob Jones. And that will be another corner kick for the Bruins. Lydia Howell took the first one, and she'll head back there to do it again. So Howell will try to curve it in towards the net. She has to contend with the pole that's flopping around in the breeze. A header by Lechuga towards Callie Robinson. And now a battle for the ball right up against the sideline. Kept in play by the Bruins. And then cleared out of bounds for a Bob Jones throw-in. Howell will send in the throw-in. And this one will roll out of bounds. Last touched by a Bruins attacker, so Trinity will have possession. Bob Jones has taken 4 shots, 3 of those on goal, 2 of them successful. Trinity has yet to take a shot. Katiana Grace has 1 save. This is Buckley. She will play all over the field. Finds McCrory. Ball trickles away, however, from Taylor McCrory and into the Bruins' possession. Bruins back on the defensive side, playing keep away from Reif. Reif trying to get the ball away from Hartzler, but Hartzler sends it up the pitch, and it rolls off a Trinity defender and out of bounds for a Bruins throw-in. Ellie Cummings throwing in for the Bruins. Settle trying to keep the ball away from Peters, but Peters holds on to possession. Peters back to Cummings. Cummings goes down, and it will be a foul called against Trinity's Kira Goodwin. So free kick for the Bruins. Julia Hartzler will take the kick. 1 goal, 1 assist on the season. Hartzler will send this one inside the box, and a good save by Grace. Credit Hartzler with a shot attempt because that ball was inches away from going in. So Hartzler with her first attempt. It is on goal, and Grace with the save. Grace timed her leap perfectly. If she's off by just a bit, that ball's in the top of the net. Eagles on the defense trying to clear it out of the scoring area. Aubrey Settles able to do just that. She's kicking into a wind that's now gusting heavily over 15 miles per hour. Francesca Arednik with possession. She scored the first Bruins goal. That one will roll out of bounds. It will be a Bob Jones throw-in. It's out of bounds for another BJU throw-in. Bruins number 2 in the country. The Eagles number 4. And that one will roll out of bounds. In fact, Trinity was number 2 for the entire season until after that October 11th win by Bob Jones over Trinity College. Both teams have played very, very tough schedules. Eagles do have a win over an NAIA opponent, and they held Warner University to just 2 goals. That is not easy to do. Arrowwood lost her footing. Looked like she was trying to fire off a long-range shot. She's able to hold on to possession. Contact, no call either way. Here's a shot taken and missed wide to the left by Julia Hartzler, her second attempt of the afternoon. And it'll be a goal kick for Grace. Eagles just tap the ball gently back into play. Grace will keep this one on the ground and send it back towards midfield where Robinson is waiting. Bounces over Robinson, but she let that happen so she could catch up to it on the run, and she's trying to get around a defender, but Danielle Jordan says nothing doing right there. Buckley looking for Reif. Pass off the mark just a bit and into the possession of Julia Hartzler. Hartzler sending it all the way up the pitch toward Arednik. Rednick off her body to Lechuga, who clears it out of bounds. Almost midway through the first half, and as you see, the Bruins lead 2-0. Our time, as I always say, unofficial. Gentlemen in the green jerseys, they'll let us know if and when we might need to reset. Pass intended for Reif, a little too strong, And Hartzler will win the race to the ball and send it back to her goalkeeper. Allie Jackson, the Bob Jones goalkeeper here this afternoon. Bruins get up to midfield. Jackson is a sophomore from Ponte Vedra Beach, not too far away. Just one county south, really not that far into St. Johns County. On the move to the right side is Ellie Cummings. She's going to shoot and hit the top of the net. And it will be a goal kick. And we're going to pause here. We're going to have the first half water break with the score, Bob Jones University 2, Trinity College of Jacksonville nothing. It's water break time. Stay with us. We'll be right back. We are ready to resume play in the first half. 23 minutes, 1 second remaining. Bob Jones has scored twice. Francesca Arednik and Amelia Peters. And Peters was assisted by Miley Shaw. And we are back underway. Eagles have yet to take a shot. The Bruins now have 7, 4 on goal, 2 scores, and 2 saves by Kantiana Grace. Bruins trying to extend. Trinity trying to get on the board. A Rednick up the left side, getting into the box. She goes down, but no call. The ball goes out of bounds. Incidental contact and great sportsmanship between the two opposing players. Always love to see that. So a goal kick for Grace. She usually will take the kick herself. And it goes right at Miley Shaw with the header. Bruins back on the defensive side. They have been spectacular on this side of the field, keeping Trinity from taking a single shot so far. And the Bruins have definitely had the better ball control throughout the first half. They are stingy. They held a Division II opponent, NCAA Division II, Edward Waters University, to 3 goals last night. And Edward Waters, they can score 3 within minutes of each other. So the defense by Bob Jones did a terrific job against Jacksonville's Division II program. Of course, we also have 2 Division I programs, Jacksonville University and my alma mater, the University of North Florida. Bruins just holding on to the ball on the backfield, working down some of the clock. We expect them to make a move to the offensive side momentarily. Reif and Mendonca for the Eagles in the attacking position. And as we said a moment ago, here comes Estrella Cruz as the Bruins now make their approach towards midfield. Cruz makes the pass. That one goes to Lydia Howell, but Kira Goodwin steals the second pass attempt. Howell towards Robinson up the right side, but very quickly Howell gets back on defense. Makes it very difficult on Robinson. She taps it out of bounds. Trinity will have a throw-in, and Robinson disappears as she goes down the hill. That's really right past the edge of the field, and I mean right on the edge. Probably less than a foot away from the sideline. Players really have to be careful when they get onto that area of the field. There's a pass inside to Reif, a little bit too strong. Reif racing it down outside the box. Kira Goodwin takes the pass. She shoots. And that is the first attempt of the afternoon for the Eagles. It is wide to the right. But Trinity on the board shot-wise. That is their first attempt of the afternoon. A couple of Bruins heading to the scorer's table now. Maddie Pfaffenroth, did I say that right? She's getting ready to enter along with Savannah Clark. And again, the Bruins keeping it on the defensive side, using up some of that first half clock. They do lead 2-0. And again, they've held Trinity to now just 1 shot attempt. McCrory to Lopez. Back towards midfield. Now one sent up the pitch towards Amelia Peters. But Grace comes out of the goal, beats Peters to the ball. Mendonca with the header towards Reif, but a little too strong, and the Bruins again regain possession. Bruins keeping it on the defensive side once again. Battle for the ball near the sideline, off Robinson. And then both players getting away with some jersey tugging as this one goes out of bounds for a Bob Jones throw-in. And now the 2 new Bruins head on. Maddie Pfaffenroth, number 18, and Savannah Clark, number 24. Pfaffenroth, sophomore from Taylors, South Carolina. Savannah Clark, a freshman from Waddell, Arizona. Coming a long way to play her college soccer. Bob Jones University in Greenville, South Carolina, also the headquarters of the NCCAA. Greenville, South Carolina. To Jesse Campbell, Brandon Gilmore, and all the fantastic staff at the NCCAA. This one goes to the far sideline. Bruins with possession right up against that line, and it rolls out of bounds for a Trinity throw-in. Trying to get the ball past a couple of defenders, unable to do so, and up the left side of the pitch go the Bruins attackers. Ball gets away, however, from Pfaffenroth. Trinity able to knock it away, but the Bruins regain possession almost immediately. Reif on the attack, trying to get the ball away from Arrowwood. Arrowwood able to keep possession, however. Trying to play some defense on the offensive side and then give herself a chance to advance and shoot, but Arrowwood was able to hold on. That's one thing these Bruins defenders do very well. The speed of Miley Shaw gets her past some defenders. She finds help to the far side. And a shot taken right at Grace for the save. If I saw that correctly, that was Maddie Pfaffenroth with her first attempt. And a save for Grace. That'll be her third. Okay, Bruins able to regain possession pretty quickly after Trinity gets it across midfield. Now 15 and a half to go in the first half. Still plenty of action left. Hopped up towards midfield. Lopez and Shaw collide. Loose ball. Shaw gets it right back. Cummings keeps it away from Goodwin. And a pass up the right side, looking for Ellie Cummings. Settle, though, will tap it out of bounds and allow her defenders to get up into position. Of course, that allows the offense to do the same. Throw in for the Bruins, deep on their offensive side. And the throw-in goes inside the box, but Ayla Buckley clears it away. Another throw-in for Bob Jones. Battle for the ball near the corner. Robinson making sure it doesn't go past the end line. Boots it all the way upfield. And the Bruins defense sends it back to the offensive side. Two new Bruins getting ready to check in. Leah Tomko and Annabelle Gaddis getting ready to enter for Bob Jones. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be a Bob Jones corner kick. And Julia Hartzler will take the kick, as she did the other times. She has to chase the ball down and set it up. Again, they're dealing with the flag with this hard breeze. Not just the flag, but the post itself. That can get in the way of the corner kick. Bruins knock the ball back and forth across the box to the far sideline. And Estrella Cruz uses her body to keep Gina Beto away from the ball and keep it in her team's possession. Don't always have to make contact with the ball to make a good play. Just keep the opponent from getting there first. That's what Cruz did. Reif with possession. Three coming up. They're surrounding Reif, making it difficult. And Reif has to back it up towards midfield. Someone coming up from behind. A hustle by Amelia Peters. And Settle will send it back to the goalkeeper. Settle to Goodwin. Buckley across midfield to Mendonca. She finds Lopez to the near sideline. Kira Goodwin takes the pass, looks for Lopez up the left side. Lopez in, looking for Mendonca. Loose ball cleared away by the Bruins defense. Miley Shaw with that last play. Robinson trying to keep the ball in bounds. She will get a throw in for Trinity College. Eagles looking to get on the board. We have just under 12 minutes remaining. A shot attempt by Lucy Reif, but it goes wide to the right. Get the shot attempt by Lucy Reif. Went wide to the right. And then some substitutions for the Bruins. And Bruins keeping Trinity off the board, but that is their second shot. Pass towards Julia Hartzler, beating Reif to the ball. Bruins trying to approach midfield, but they're going to back it up once again. To the near sideline, kept in play right in front of us by Danielle Jordan. Ball stays in bounds as Tomko gets around a defender. Lechuga with a sliding tackle to knock that one out of bounds, but it will be a Bob Jones corner kick. It'll be a corner kick for the Bruins. And there's a Bruins player down. Hopefully everything is all right. She is up on one knee. Taking the kick, number 18, Maddie Pfaffenroth. That's going to hold on just a moment as the officials are going to call for the trainer. And she will head out to the field to attend to the Bruins player. I cannot see who that is at the moment. They did not indicate to stop the clock just yet, so we'll keep an eye on that as well. Well, we're going to pause here while they attend to the injured player, so stay with us. Back underway after the corner kick by Bob Jones. We were checking on to see who the injured player is. It is Ela Tomko. So she's been carted over to the trainer's table. Hopefully everything is all right with Ela. Nothing serious. The freshman from Midland, Michigan. Bruins lead 2-0. Approximately 8 minutes remaining. And a big boot back towards midfield from Grace. And heading to the table will be Ashley Frederick. She will come in at the next opportunity. McCrory with one coming up from behind. Slight collision, but she holds on to possession. Looks for Robinson to the right side of the box. Passes just a little bit out of Robinson's reach, however, and the Bruins once again thwart a potential attack. And now hustling up the pitch go the Bruins. The pass to Madison Avellino. To the far side, Pfaffenroth being guarded heavily by Gina Beto. Pfaffenroth escapes the pressure and runs into Ayla Buckley. Ashley Frederick getting ready to check in. She will take over for Shannon Miller once the officials call her on, and that's usually at the team's throw-in. And Hartzler with possession, approaching midfield. Gets around Camila Lopez, keeps the ball inbounds. Pass to Annabelle Gaddis. A couple of assists on the season for Gaddis. And Reif trying to take the ball away, but unable to do so. Gaddis was able to hold on to the possession. Both players kicked the ball at the same time, and Gaddis came away with it. Bruins again approaching midfield. The pass sent up towards Avellino. Little too strong. Alyssa Lechuga clears it out of bounds. She was trying to get it to the sideline, but it bounded away for a corner kick. And Pfaffenroth will take the kick for the Bruins. This one sent right inside the box, headed away. Shot taken and missed up high. Shot attempt taken by Savannah Clock, her first attempt. Went over the crossbar. But that is shot number 9 for the Bruins. Ashley Frederick now in for Shannon Miller. So 3 for 28 on that last substitution. We have ourselves a foul called against Bob Jones. That foul goes against Madison Avellino. And a free kick for the Eagles. Katiana Grace will come all the way out of the goal to take this kick. And a big boot inside the box, but it goes right to Arrowwood. Avellino comes up with possession, sends it up the field, but Gina Beto with the interception. And this one rolls out of bounds off Buckley for a Bob Jones throw-in. About 4.5 left until the intermission. 2-0 Bob Jones. Alyssa Lechuga coming up from the backfield. Makes the pass complete to Robinson. Looking for McCrory. Trying to dribble through 2 defenders. Outside towards Robinson, who keeps it in play near the corner. And this one will roll out of bounds, and it will be the first corner kick of the afternoon for TCJ. Camila Lopez will take the kick. Lopez, a left-footed kicker, has a chance to curve it in toward the goal. Eagles are trying to get on the board, cut this deficit in half. To the top of the box. Rife with the shot and just misses the top left corner. Lucy Rife with her second attempt. Third overall for the Eagles, but it misses up high. Reset that clock to about 4 minutes to go in this first half. Rife sending it back to the top of the box. It is stolen, however, by Gaddis. Trinity has had a couple of opportunities in the past few minutes, but shots have missed. Pass to Buckley off her foot, goes astray, and sent to Jordan on the near sideline. Kira Goodwin with an interception, however. Trinity looking once again to get back in the scoring area. Buckley to Goodwin at midfield. Ball stolen by Estrella Cruz. And again, the Bruins defense making things difficult for the opposition. Right in front of us is Danielle Jordan. And the Bruins look like they are going to try to work down the clock towards the intermission. They do lead 2-0. Trinity has had a few opportunities in the last few minutes, come away empty. A long pass all the way up the left side towards Pfaffenreif and out of bounds. Again, volleyball has final home game of the season tonight at 6. They're playing Trinity College of Florida. Women's soccer will be at Johnson & Wales University of Charlotte this coming Monday and Agnes Scott College on Wednesday. A couple of NCAA Division III opponents. That will end the regular season for Trinity College of Jacksonville. Eagles will have themselves a free kick. And this one goes to the top of the box. Buckley back at midfield. Ball stolen away, however, by the Bruins. And we have ourselves a foul called against Trinity's Ayla Buckley. And Bob Jones will have a free kick. Bruins, after today, have 2 games on the road as well. Emmanuel University in Franklin Springs, Georgia on Wednesday the 29th at 4:30, and a South Region showdown with Toccoa Falls College to end the regular season at Toccoa Falls on November 1st, a 6:30 p.m. kickoff. And both video links for you Bruins fans are up there. And both video links for you Eagles fans are on our schedule page as well. And that one will roll out of bounds for a Bruins throw-in. And this one again rolls out of bounds. And that is going to do it for the first half. With the score 2-0 in favor of Bob Jones University. So we're going to pause for 15 minutes. Second half coming up, the final second half. We're going to keep the camera rolling. When the senior ceremony is ready to begin, we'll turn the microphone back on and you'll be able to listen to Trinity honor the seniors here at halftime, Senior Day here at Talon Field. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Saturday afternoon for Senior Day here at Trinity College of Jacksonville. Today our women's soccer program has one senior that we would like to honor today, but it's certainly a young woman who has been very impactful, not only here in the soccer program, but on our campus and throughout our Trinity College community. And so today we celebrate Lucy Wright, a joyful and dedicated member of our women's soccer program. Lucy is from Alachua, Florida, and is the daughter of Mindy and Peter Rothfuss. She is supported by her loving husband, Garrett Wright. She attended First Christian Academy, where she played under Coach Bert Quarles and Coach Sonia White. Lucy has spent 4 years at TCJ, playing all 4 seasons with heart, enthusiasm, and a contagious love for the game. One of the highlights of her career came this season when she scored her first collegiate goal, a special moment made even sweeter by a big position change bringing excitement, support, and new belief into the team. She also cherishes regionals her junior year, playing alongside her 3 best friends in a game that, even in defeat, was one of her proudest moments as they fought with heart and didn't want the time together to end. And of course, Lucy loves their annual Airbnb trips to Toccoa, filled with fun, food, and unforgettable team bonding. Lucy's favorite Bible verse is Esther 4:14. For who knows whether you have attained position for such a time as this. Lucy is majoring in elementary education and is expected to graduate in May of 2026. She says all of her sweet professors in the education department have been her favorites, guiding and inspiring her in the calling God has placed on her life. Here are Lucy's heartfelt words of thanks in her own voice. I would like to thank my parents for being my #1 fans and never missing a game my entire life. They are the biggest blessing in my life. Also, my husband Garrett for learning all the rules of the sport of soccer, so he knows when to cheer for my team and for supporting me so well. Thank you also to Coach Pittman for cherishing each of our hearts and helping me to love this sport. And Coach Penny for dealing with all of our girly emotions. Looking ahead, Lucy plans to teach in a kindergarten classroom and start a family, continuing to make a difference in the lives of those around her with the same joy and intentionality she brings to our field and to our entire campus community. Anybody who knows Lucy personally knows that statement is very, very true about her. She's always has the brightest smile on campus. Lucy, thank you for your spirit, your heart for people, and the way you've shaped the culture and joy of TCJ women's soccer. Your presence has truly been a gift to this program. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating our lone senior, Lucy Wright. We're together for a few pictures. We want to give a few words of thanks to Jones University and Coach Chris Carmichael for allowing us to have this ceremony.
And congratulations to Lucy Rife on 4 very successful years here at Trinity College of Jacksonville. We'll pause now for the remainder of halftime. When we resume, Bob Jones 2, Trinity College of Jacksonville 0. Eagles will look to come from behind, and we'll have the second half for you in just a little while. Stay with us. Second half now underway with Bob Jones leading 2-0. Both goals, of course, scored in the first half. Francesca Arednik just a minute 37 in. And then Amelia Peters got an assist from Miley Shaw, and that is your scoring summary. The Bruins took 9 total shots in the first half, 5 of those on goal. Trinity took 3 shots, but none of those are on goal, so no saves for then goalkeeper Callie Jackson. But Caroline Rowland is now in goal for Bob Jones. Katiana Grace has returned to the goal. She played the entire first half, and she saved 3 shots. This will be a corner kick for Bob Jones. And taking the kick was Lydia Howell. She sends it to the box, headed out of bounds by Taylor McCrory for another Bob Jones corner kick, this time from the far post. Bruins took 5 corner kicks in the first half. That was their 6th. They're about to take their 7th. Trinity just 1. And so another corner kick coming for Bob Jones. This one sent to the top of the box and cleared away by the defense, but headed back in towards the goal. Diving on top of it was not a shot, and that was Grace. Taking that last corner kick was Amelia Peters. And a big punt by Grace, who's now kicking with the wind in her back as the wind is blowing steadily between 12 and 15 miles per hour from the left to the right across your screen. That's north to south. It has gusted much harder than that at times. Bruins on the move once again. Lechuga, though, intercepts the pass that was intended for a Redneck. And this one rolls out of bounds. It will be a Bruins throw-in. Another battle for the ball near the sideline. Buckley will tap it up and out of bounds. Once again, the Bruins will throw things in. They put their starting 11 back onto the field. So the Bruins have Abby Arrowwood, Reagan Tierney, Estrella Cruz, Miley Shaw, Ellie Cummings, Julia Hartzler, Lydia Howell, Shannon Miller, Francesca Arednik, and Amelia Peters back on the field with Caroline Rowland now in goal. And the Bruins back on the defensive side. They did that quite a bit in the first half. Worked down some clock, especially in the latter portions. Kept the ball away from the Trinity attackers. Trinity had a few opportunities in the past few minutes of the first half. Came away empty on a few attempts. Now they're trying to get back into scoring position. Olivia Rasick had the ball taken away, got it right back, then her pass intercepted. Buckley at the top of the box. Will she get off the shot? No. Robinson will look for Reif, but the pass is a little bit out of Reif's reach. That was a pass attempt. And Caroline Rowland picks it up. She is now in goal. 291 minutes of work entering play today. She's allowed just 2 goals, and she has saved 10. Pass towards Robinson, but she will not get there in time, and the ball's knocked out of bounds by Lydia Howell. Caroline Rowland, a sophomore from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Throw in towards Robinson, a pass inside the box, but knocked away by Arrowwood. Buckley to Robinson. Buckley assisted Robinson's goal against Toccoa Falls last week. Ayla Buckley also has a goal, and that was her 3rd assist of the season. And she was in the scoring area, but unable to get past the Bruins and fire off a shot. Bruins once again keep Trinity from attacking the goal. There's Reif looking for Robinson to the top right corner of the box. But again, Howell gets her body between the ball and the goal. So Robinson backs it up to Buckley. And back outside to Robinson, the left-footed cross pass. A little strong, looking for Rife right at the top of the box. Bruins on the move. This is Miley Shaw. We saw the speed that she has all throughout the first half. Deanna Grace will send it back towards midfield. Reagan Tierney, who scored a goal against Edward Waters last night, passes to the near sideline. That ball did cross the sideline for an out-of-bounds throw-in for the Eagles. Ito quickly gets the ball back into play to Taylor McCrory, but McCrory has it go off her body and out of bounds, giving possession right back to the Bruins. Ball goes through the wickets of Estrella Cruz. And an unforced error, and she'll laugh that one off as it rolls out of bounds. It's going to be a corner kick for Trinity, and Lopez will head down to the corner. And a corner kick tap to Gina Beto, looking for Lopez. She will cross this one into Rife. Buckley, though, as Rife comes up empty, Buckley fires off the shot and misses wide to the right. Fourth attempt of the afternoon for the Eagles, first for Ayla Buckley. And a tap on the goal kick to put the ball back into play. Howell keeps the ball inbounds right up against the sidelines, but then McCrory will knock it out for a Bruins throw-in. Chuga will track this one down and send it back to her goalkeeper. Both teams with 2 road games left in the regular season. The South Region Tournament for women's soccer at Toccoa Falls. Loose ball towards Grace. She's going to have to beat Francesca Rednick to the ball. And she did, and got the pass back up towards midfield. We don't, of course, have an exact schedule yet, but the days slated are November 6th through the 8th for that South Region Tournament. 3 teams. Rednick had the ball roll too strongly off her foot, but she regains control. Bruins looking for an opportunity, and here comes Ayla Buckley to clear this one out of bounds. That tournament will be at Toccoa Falls. They're the host school, Trinity and Bob Jones, the 3 South Region teams who will participate. Rednick will be called for the offsides. That's our first offsides call of the afternoon for either team. And it goes against the Bruins. So free kick for Grace and the Eagles. And you can see the wind if you're able to see the ball on your screen. Wind blowing hard, and Grace had to stop and reset as the ball came to a stop after the wind took it a little bit away from her. Vito with the throw in, and that one will go out of bounds off of Lydia Howell for another throw in. Trinity's had much better ball control since the second half started. Buckley was able to take a shot but missed. And Grace with the big boot off the ground, past midfield. It hits off the shoulder of Rife, and the Bruins regain position. Rife trying to steal this one away from Julia Hartzler. Allie Robinson using her body to come away with a steal. Pass towards Rife, takes a funny hop away from the intended recipient. Buckley regains possession. McCrory with a loose ball and a shot, and this one knocked down. And a nice save by Caroline Rowland, her first. A shot on goal for Taylor McCrory. And a save. That ball took a turn on Rowland, and she did the right thing. She didn't try to make the catch. She just knocked it down knowing there was nobody around for a rebound shot, and she was able to pick it up off the ground safely. Eagles looking for another opportunity as they get possession back. Rife trying to get around one. She takes a shot, but it is blocked by Arrowwood. So a shot by Rife with a block. Rife's third attempt of the afternoon. And a throw in now for Bob Jones. And knocked out of bounds off Ayla Buckley. Got a little adjustment we need to make. Hang on, we'll be right back. All right, a couple of substitutions now for Bob Jones. Annabelle Gaddis is in, and Shayla Mendonca has returned. We saw Gaddis a lot near the end of the first half, and she made some terrific defensive plays. That one rolls out of bounds. It is a Bob Jones throw-in. So Lechuga sends this one back to Grace. Lopez takes the pass at midfield, trips over a Bob Jones player, and a foul called on Reagan Tierney. The yellow card is not coming out, but the official will talk about the call and the foul against Reagan Tierney. Lopez a little slow to get up. Looks like she'll be all right. She just needs a moment to regroup. Last home game, no way she wants to come out. Now the official's going to make sure that Camila's okay. She says, all right, and Grace will come out of the box to take the free kick. No yellow card. Tierney accepted the explanation without complaint. And a long pass by Grace into the box where Robinson is waiting, but she collides with Arrowwood, and then Arrowwood is able to clear this one out of bounds. It's Trinity's ball over near the corner. And in fact, it will be a corner kick. Corner kick taken by Akira Goodwin. And we have ourselves a foul called, I believe it was Lucy Rife against Trinity. And a free kick for the Bruins, intercepted by Buckley. Again, the Eagles have had much better ball control in the early parts of this second half than they did throughout the first. They've already taken a few shots. They went the entire first half with only 2. This one sent to the near sideline where Gina Beto is waiting. Eagles have taken 4 shots already in the second half. Haven't been able to connect yet, however. Beto with the pass, looking for McCrory. It was intercepted. Right in front of us goes Lydia Howell, and her pass hits off Rednick and out of bounds for a Trinity throw-in. Eagles waste no time, and this one trickles off the foot of McCrory, and Bob Jones will regain possession. Howell sends this one back into Cruz. Cruz to Arrowwood. And the Bruins will slow it down, get it to the far side, where Julia Hartzler will approach and pass midfield, but Buckley another interception. Buckley racing up the left sideline. Dribbles the ball a little too strongly off her foot, however, and Ellie Cummings is able to take the ball away before the collision. And Trinity will get called for the foul. That will go against Ayla Buckley. No, it is a throw-in, not a foul. My mistake. I thought the official called a free kick. It is a throw-in. Loose ball in the middle, right past the circle. Robinson has her pass deflected away by Annabelle Gaddis. And Gaddis controls the pass, finds a teammate to the far side, and the Bruins will send it back. Arrowwood with possession. Mendonca forces Arrowwood to make the pass to the near sideline. Cruz has her pass stolen by Beto. A collision, no call. A Rednick hits Miller. Looking back to a Rednick. A collision again, no call. Rednick colliding with Alyssa Lechuga, and the ball's cleared away. Bob Jones will have a throw-in, but Alyssa Lechuga makes another fine defensive play for TCJ. And this one will go out of bounds off Lopez. Bob Jones will throw in again. Long shot attempt, and this one wide. Actually, it looked more like a pass towards a Rednick. Just went astray and out of bounds. Rednick was chasing after the ball, realized it was out of her reach. So she backed off, and the goal kick from Grace. Robinson uses her body to control. Beto gets around one. However, Howell stays with Beto, keeps Beto from getting off the pass, and then the pass is made and deflects off Arrowwood. Howell now keeps that pass in bounds, and the Bruins have stolen another possession. Gaddis to her teammate on the far sideline. Buckley with the interception. Lost control of it, however. And Reif tried to get it to the outside where Kira Goodwin was waiting, but it goes out of bounds. Buckley, the steal, had a wide open advance, but lost her footing, and then the ball. Trying to cross midfield once again. That's a Rednick right in front of the camera. She gets the pass. Howell to the left side. Perfect pass. Beto comes up, knocks it away from Howell. They chase the ball toward the corner. It rolls out of bounds for a corner kick for the Bruins. And take the kick and get it back into play very quickly. A header attempt, but it misses. That one will go out of bounds for a goal kick. Gaddis and Miller were in position. Gaddis tried the header, but came away empty. In fact, did not make contact with the ball. Race the low line drive. Gaddis reaches up high to pick off the pass. Eagles, though, get it right back. Pass to Reif at midfield. And the Bruins back on the defensive side after the steal. Cruz finds a Rednick right in front of the camera. Lydia Howell up the left side looking for a Rednick, but the wind pushes it out of bounds. The Eagles will have a throw-in. Heading to the table is Madison Avellino, whom we saw late in the first half. Arrowwood to Gaddis right at midfield. And Gaddis able to keep Lopez away from the potential steal. Buckley once again hustling up, but Shannon Miller says not this time, Ayla. Tierney at midfield will back it up to Cruz. And Cruz will find Howell. Near sideline. Howell has options to both sides. She finds a Rednick to the left side. Lechuga coming on defensively, got a foot on it, and cleared away by Gina Bita. And now a substitution. Madison Avellino will check in for Reagan Tierney. Throw in for the Bruins on their offensive side. A Rednick inside the box, but Buckley gets there first, clears it out of bounds. Again, the Bruins will finish up the season at Emmanuel University in Franklin Springs, Georgia, 4:30 on Wednesday the 29th, and then a South Region matchup with Toccoa Falls on Saturday, November 1st. Lechuga clears another one outside the box. Trinity has 2 games left, both on the road. Monday at Johnson and Wales University in Charlotte, North Carolina. And then Agnes Scott College in Decatur, Georgia. 2 NCAA Division III programs. Lydia Howell right up against the sideline. Looking for a Rednick, but Buckley gets there first, and offsides is the call. Savannah Clock will head back onto the pitch for Ellie Cummings at the next opportunity. Free kick after the offsides call. And Grace with another big boot. Of course, with the wind in her back, makes it a little bit easier. She has a leg to do that even into the wind. A Rednick lost her footing, trying to get around Buckley. She pops right back up. And Lucy Reif takes the pass, looking for Goodwin, a little bit misdirected. Lopez racing with a Bob Jones defender. That's Ellie Cummings, and Cummings able to win possession. Shannon Miller takes the pass, middle of the field. Looking for Hartzler. She gets inside the box to the right side, and both Lechuga and Settle are able to clear the ball away. 2 new Bruins. Number 24 is Savannah Clock. Number 6 is Brooke Corson. Our first look at Corson, the sophomore nursing student from Lakeville, Indiana. And Seska Rednick will have a seat. We'll see her again. Ellie Cummings also heads to the sideline. Most likely we'll see both of them again before too long. Throw in for the Eagles, and it is stolen away by Bob Jones. And we have a collision, and we also have the second half water break with the score Bob Jones leading 2-0 with approximately 21 3/4 minutes remaining. We'll pause ourselves. We'll be right back for the conclusion of the regular season home finale for TCJ Eagles women's soccer, where they trail Bob Jones 2-0. We'll be right back. We are ready for the final 21-44 in the regular season home finale for the TCJ Eagles. They have a little work to do. They've been very aggressive in this second half, had far better ball control than they did throughout the first. They've taken 4 shots, but have come up empty all 4 times. 6 total shots now for Trinity, 1 on goal. 9 for the Bruins, 5 on goal, 2 successful, and 3 saved by Katiana Grace. Caroline Rowland has 1 save for the Bruins. And we are back underway. Rowland came in for the second half after Callie Jackson played the entire first half, but Jackson did not face a shot on goal, so no saves. That can be a little misleading. No saves, but then again, that's because the defense kept Trinity from getting a shot on goal. And you get a keeper with many, many saves, that means there have been many, many shots. And ready to make a return to the pitch, Miley Shaw. As the Bruins race up the right side. Ball down near the corner and rolls past the end line. It will be a goal kick for Grace and the Eagles. And Shaw now being called onto the field, and Amelia Peters will come out to make room. Peters 1 goal, 1 assist on the season. Shaw makes her return, 2 goals and 1 assist. And Lechuga finds Robinson. Ball rolls out of bounds, last touched by Robinson. So the Bruins have a throw-in on their offensive side. Pass to Shannon Miller. To the semicircle. That's where Gaddis is waiting. Gaddis looked like she might have had an opportunity, but trying to set it up to her right foot. Sends it outside, and the touch pass back in the middle. And we have a shot attempt taken and missed. That was Francesca Arednik with her 3rd attempt. She scored the first goal, but it missed wide to the left. Ball hit off Hartzler's foot and almost got into the net unintended. Eagles may have caught a break on that particular play. And a big boot by Grace back towards midfield. Header by Mendonca and then cleared back to the offensive side for the Bruins by Arrowwood. Pass intended for McCrory. Bounces off her and a Bruins player. Mendonca gets possession, finds Reif, and Reif has it taken away. Gaddis has been all over the field since re-entering just a little while ago. She and Trinity's Ayla Buckley, they've been up, down, left, and right, offensively and defensively. The pass to Savannah Clock. Cross pass, looking for Miley Shaw, but it was off the mark, and Grace got herself between Shaw and the ball. Wind has died down some, but still a great kick from Katiana Grace. Arrowwood finds help in the middle. Avellino, Mendonca may have gotten away with a tug. McCrory comes up, collision, incidental. McCrory comes up a little gingerly, but she'll shake that off. She doesn't want to come out of the final home game. Cross pass and a great play by Aubrey Settle. Eli Cummings was ready, just waiting for the ball to come down. She had an open net, but Aubrey Settle got in front of her and knocked the ball up and away. Great defensive play. Aubrey Settle, a sophomore from Hampton, Georgia, her 2nd season here at Trinity. Ashley Frederick looking to return to the pitch. Open net. Ball knocked away by the defense. And then cleared toward the sideline. Another fine job by Settle and Lechuga, keeping Bob Jones from a potential open net opportunity. Here comes Ashley Frederick back on for Bob Jones. Heading off is Ellie Cummings. Frederick, freshman from Kingsport, Tennessee. Got a glimpse of her late in the first half, and she gets another opportunity here in the second. Throw in for the Bruins. Gaddis with some footwork, but she lost the ball in the process. Reif to Lopez, but off Lopez and out of bounds. And a wind gusting so hard that even the weights and the spike holding the canopy in place just weren't enough. Wind's been steady, 12 to 15 all throughout the game, but on occasion gusting well up over 20. That time it was pretty hard. Shannon Miller has her pass stolen away by Gina Beto. Bob Jones has taken 10 shots, Trinity 6, and 4 of those have come in the second half for the Eagles. Up the right side go the Bruins. Goodwin on defense. Aubrey Settle comes up to give some assistance, gets a foot on it. Beto then tries to tap it away, but Gaddis holds on to possession. Gaddis tried to fire, but didn't get much on it. And Lechuga using her body to block a potential opportunity by the Bruins. We have ourselves a yellow card, so stop the clock as they process the card against Bob Jones, number 10, Annabelle Gaddis. And so a free kick. And we'll be right back underway in just a moment. Tatiana Grace waiting to take the free kick after the yellow card is processed by the center judge. Just under 16 minutes remaining. 2-0 Bruins. They got both goals very early within the first few minutes of the ball game. Arrowwood sends this one out of bounds back towards midfield for a Trinity throw-in. Bruins have taken 8 corner kicks, Eagles 3. It's been a very well-played, clean game. Just 3 fouls for each team, and that was our first yellow card. And we have ourselves a whistle going against the Bruins. Taylor McCrory getting called for a push. And a free kick for the Bruins as they send Maddie Pfaffenroth back to the table. She'll take over for Brooke Corson momentarily. Pfaffenroth getting ready to return. Sophomore from Taylors, South Carolina. This is Lydia Howell with possession, getting around Robinson. Trying to get around Lechuga. She doesn't. Lechuga and then collides with Howell. Lechuga a little slow to get back up. She does, though, however. Buckley also in on the collision, and we have a big collision at midfield. Taylor McCrory is down for the Eagles. She sits up quickly. McCrory's had a few collisions in the past couple of minutes, and Arrowwood also precautionary, so she sits down to give herself a bit of a break. And it's going to be a drop, no foul called, so the Bruins will have the ball, and they drop it right to Arrowwood. So credit the officials making sure both women were all right. No foul called for either player. Lechuga taps it back away from the Bruins attacker. Savannah Clock goes out of bounds. Trinity with the throw-in. And McCrory couldn't quite get there in time, but it's tapped out of bounds, so the Eagles will have another throw-in here on the near sideline. Throw-in from Beto to McCrory. And a ball crossed the sideline a moment ago, so another throw-in. Beto with the throw-in. McCrory heavily guarded by Cruz. Ball goes out of bounds past the end line. That's going to be a goal kick. And an Eagles player down again over near the sideline. Taylor McCrory's had a few collisions. Not sure if that's McCrory on the ground. Got a little bit of an obstructed view. Shayla Mendonca is attending to her teammate. It is McCrory. She is now sitting back up, pops back up onto her feet. And again, no way does anyone want to come out. So far, no indication of a change. Coach Pittman, though, will check on McCrory. And Taylor says she's all right. She wants to stay in. Only about 12 minutes left in the home portion of the season. And losing her footing is Maddie Pfaffenroth, but she able to hold on to possession momentarily before the Eagles strip the ball away. Buckley at midfield with Miller right on top. The pass to Lopez for Callie Robinson, trying to get through a few defenders. He gets the pass to Mendonca, but it bounces off Shayla. And the Bruins are able to keep the attackers away from the scoring area. Miller with the pass to Miley Shaw. Guarded by Settle. A wide open teammate to the right side of the box. Settle hustles back defensively. So does Kira Goodwin, and Goodwin uses her body to block the pass. It will be a corner kick for the Bruins. Maddie Pfaffenroth will take the kick. Pfaffenroth lets her teammates get into position. To the top of the box, midfield. Arrowwood comes up from the backfield to lend a hand on the attack. Gaddis inside the box, tried to get the pass off to Shaw, but it hits a little too strongly off her ankle and into the possession of Grace. And Grace with a big boot past midfield. Reif trying to beat one defender. That defender is Ashley Frederick. And Frederick hustles back. The pass to Lopez. Back to Reif at the corner of the box. Tried to get the pass toward the inside and had it deflected away. Tierney ready to come back in for Bob Jones. Loose ball near the sideline, kept in play. Reif with possession, was trying to get ready to take a shot. Here is a shot attempt taken by Lopez, and it is up and over the crossbar. Lopez with her first attempt of the afternoon. And substitutions for the Bruins. Number 8, Reagan Tierney. And number 14, Julia Hartzler. Two starters for the Bruins as they're looking for at least one insurance goal. And coming out to make room will be Madison Villeneuve and Ashley Frederick. Also coming in for the Bruins, Amelia Peters will take over for Annabelle Gaddis. And credit Gaddis with some great play defensively and on the attack to try to help her teammates. Lucy Reif shoots and misses wide to the right, and it goes out of bounds for a goal kick. Fourth attempt of the day for Reif. And the Bruins, they know they can take their time with a 2-goal lead and about 8.5 minutes left. Has the ball taken away on a good sliding play by Ellie Cummings. Shannon Miller to a Rednick. Ball stolen. Gina Beto with the defense to Taylor McCrory. Hilla Buckley tried to send it back to midfield, but it was intercepted. The pass towards a Rednick, but Grace will get her body between a Rednick and the ball and let the ball roll out of bounds for a goal kick. Now the Eagles don't have a lot of time to take. They trail by 2 with under 8 minutes to play. Good win to Buckley. And Buckley finds Robinson with Miller right on top of her, and Miller was able to steal the ball away. She has options to each side. Lechuga, though, forces Miller to the far side and get the pass off. Goes right back to Miller, corner of the box. Ball's tried to get sent inside, but this time Robinson with the fine defensive play, and the pass attempt goes behind the goal for a goal kick. Callie Robinson hustling back and playing defense, and she helped thwart that last potential attack. Race again with the wind in her back, sends one towards midfield, towards Reagan Tierney. And off Lopez, and then off Tierney, and out of bounds for a Trinity throw-in. Well, both defenses have played exceptionally well. The Eagles limited to just 2 shots in the first half. They have taken 6 in the second for a total of 8. Bob Jones, they've had 9 shots at halftime and have taken only 1 in the second half, but they scored twice very early in the game. Robinson at midfield looking for Mendonca, but the pass a little too strong. Savannah Clock. Intercepted by Beto, but right back to Clock. And Alyssa Lechuga comes in hard, and we have ourselves a stop in play as there will be a yellow card assessed to Francesca Rednick. Lechuga went up high and hit the ground really hard. That is a tough young woman. But she's going to need a couple of moments. She is a junior from Miami. She's 5'3", but she plays like she's about 6'3". She is very tough. Here for just a moment while we check on one thing, and we'll be right back. To resume, and we're told to hold on just a moment. And now we are ready to resume. Don't know what that last pause was. It was only a few seconds long. Trinity trying to get on the board. They trail 2-0. They need to score twice quickly. Well, Lechuga looks like she's all right. Ellie Cummings will make her return at the next opportunity. She will take over for Pfaffenroth. Again, the Bruins know that they have a 2-goal lead, and time is starting to wind down, so they're not in too much of a hurry. But if they see an opportunity, they'll try to take advantage. And Taylor McCrory, you talk about a tough young woman. She's had many collisions, especially in this second half, and she just had the ball hit hard right off her body, pops right back up and gets into position. Taylor McCrory also plays a lot of goalkeeper for Coach Pittman, the freshman from Kerrville, Texas. She has played 303 minutes in goal. She's allowed just 4 goals and saved 24. That's a really nice job. That is an average, if you spread that out for 90 minutes a game, that is an average of about 1 goal allowed per game, and that's very good. And this is Miley Shaw getting through the defense. May have had an opportunity. In fact, the coaching staff wishing that she would have taken that shot, but instead she passed it to the far side, and we have ourselves a potential penalty kick as a foul has been called against Trinity's Kira Goodwin. And so we have ourselves a penalty kick opportunity for the Bruins. We'll see who comes up to take the kick. So Shaw had an opportunity, made the pass to the outside. Foul called on Goodwin. It'll be Ellie Cummings taking the shot. Grace gets ready. And there's the whistle. Cummings makes her approach. She shoots and scores. And for Cummings, that is her second goal of the season and extends the lead to 3-0. So Ellie Cummings, a senior from Burlington, Massachusetts, gets on the board here this afternoon, her second of the season. And we are back underway. So Bob Jones with a minute and a half left, looking for win number 4 on the season and second over Trinity. Eagles have had a very nice season themselves. Both teams have played some very rigorous competition. Bob Jones will go to 4-7-5 overall and undefeated in South Region play with one left against Toccoa Falls on November 1st. Trinity will go to 5-5-2 overall, 1-2-1 in South Region play. Here's Shaw taking the shot, and it is saved by Katiana Grace, her fourth. First attempt of the afternoon for Miley Shaw. And the punt back towards midfield towards Lucy Reif with less than a minute to go. Lopez with the steal. Looking for Mendonca, but it's a little bit out of her reach and cleared up the pitch by the Bruins defense. Goodwin, the pass towards Reif is intercepted by Tierney. To Shaw. And to the far sideline. And that's the ball game. Final score, Bob Jones University 3, Trinity College of Jacksonville nothing. And Bob Jones with its fourth win of the season, 4-7-5 overall, 3-0 in South Region play with one left against Toccoa Falls next Saturday. Trinity 5-5-2 and 1-2-1 in South Region play. Well, that is it for the home schedule of soccer. Men and women have both finished their final home games here at Trinity College of Jacksonville. The Eagles are at Johnson and Wales of Charlotte Monday evening and Agnes Scott College on Wednesday. And Bob Jones also has 2 games remaining. The first one of those coming up Wednesday at Emmanuel University, and then they finish up at Toccoa Falls. Thank you, everybody, for joining us, not just today, but all season long. At 6 p.m., we'll be in the gym for Eagles volleyball.